Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today on the show. This is Girl Vibes, and I know you were all expecting my sister Mercy B, but she can't be here today. So I am AJ. I'm going to be sitting in for her tonight. So, bear with me. Let's chit-chat and get interactive tonight. All right. So tonight on the show, we have beautiful ladies in the studio with us. We have Gifty Afeku tonight. Hi, Gifty. How are you?
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're all looking beautiful tonight.
So are you?
Thank you. All right, and we also have Dora Bedu Owusu Aduma. Hi, Dora.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Why are you all excited tonight? Anything exciting happened tonight?
Vibes.
It's girl vibes,
It's
so you
girl
know.
vibes, so you have to vibe.
I mean, you know what would have been perfect?
No.
Since we're, it's a girls' night, so some cocktails,
Yeah, talk to your producer.
Listen, it will happen. It will happen the next time I'm on. All right, so Gifty is a makeup artist, and then Dora is a communicator, entrepreneur, and then humanitarian. Now, before we delve into what we're discussing tonight, I would want you to tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm Gifty Afeku. I'm a makeup artist and a journalist.
And a journalist.
I didn't really add that.
Why didn't you?
No, I'm just keeping it for the future.
No problem. All right. How about you, Dora?
My name is Dora, Mrs. Dora Bedu Aduma, and the host of Produce Unscripted on eTV. It was premiered on Sunday. So next coming Sunday, we continue. I'm also journalist by profession,
Okay.
but a communicator. I have a farm. I'm an entrepreneur and humanitarian.
Jack of all trades, I must say.
You have to.
And I must say, I must commend you on your show as well. Congratulations.
It is unscripted.
Okay. All right. So we're going to delve in straight into our topic for tonight, and we're talking about sex for jobs. Okay. Now, when we say sex for jobs, I would come to you first. What do you think sex for jobs?
It's simply,
what do you think about it?
Be it a girl or a guy
Yeah.
hunting for job, and the one, air quotes, the one in charge demanding sex, sexual affair before the job is given. So in simple terms, that's sex for job. So you trade, like a trade. Give me this, and then
I give you a job.
Yeah.
Gifty.
So should I say it's butter trade?
Butter trade. That's why it's not salt and mirror. Salt and mirror kind of trading, is it?
Yeah, like Mrs. said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when a lady, me for instance, I'm going to search for a job.
Yeah.
Then the boss, they would ask me, "Oh, there's no job." Now we begging, pleading because I want to get myself busy.
Right.
Okay. If you want a job unless I have something to do with you, sleep with you before I give you the sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what is going on nowadays. Like, so sleeping
And
with me before you give me a job.
Yeah, and it even goes way into even students get to experience this with some lectures, like the expose that we had some few 2019. Yes, shout outs to Kim Eugenia Bafo for she was a part of the production for Sex for Grades. And what did you think about that issue where students are being solicited for sex for grades and all that?
Okay, so as a student, you go to school to learn, and fine, we have some students who are very good, and we have others who pick up slowly.
Yeah.
So my parents brought me to school to study to become somebody in future.
Right.
Then it's time for exams. I write, some are going to pass, some are going to fail. And most of the teachers, they have their favorites.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm a teacher's favorite, but I'm not that good in class.
Right.
Yeah, so he'll be like, okay, you're my favorite, I want you to pass, unless you give me this for grades.
Right.
Yes, and sometimes we, the ladies, I would say we are weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we always want to make it. Sometimes you tell us this and we have to think about it. Sometimes we don't think about it. We just want to make it. So you asking me to give you my body before you give me sex. I also want to pass.
Right.
I don't want to be repeated or be sacked from school. So yeah I'll do it.
Okay.
Just because I want to pass, because I don't want my friends to laugh at me and be like, hey, but you
see, Ms. Apeku, it's sad. It's a really sad story.
Sad.
Yeah. And for me, I don't think that student wanting to pass, instead of you to learn, then you are going to give sex. You are not there
but you know, some people like actually do it. They'll be in school and they'll be like, oh, maybe you see idea.
Yeah.
Until just say me, you know. Yes, when me better for grades, I'll do it.
Right.
Some people have that mindset before going to school.
True.
Yes.
And that's why I said it's sad. It's sad.
And I think it's probably because of some of these particular students, I'll put them in quotes, some of these particular students is the reason why some of these lecturers are so comfortable.
No, some of the lecturers
they don't care.
No, you see, when we can't put all of them in a box.
Right.
They all play a part. They play a role in these things.
True.
One, you see, we have sex for grades, sex for jobs, sex for fees, and sex for other things. And you know, a student going to ask a lecturer for better grades. I see a lot of. I saw a post. A friend, Eva, she's a lecturer, and then a student said, "Please, can you help to uplift my grade?" And it's funny on face value, but you know, it goes a long way to tell who you are as a person. And if you have principles and those things, you wouldn't venture. And for same applies to the lecturers, the bosses who are demanding for sex. Employ me based on merit. Do I qualify? Because when they advertise vacancies, they say qualification. Let's say degree in ABC, do this experience 5 years or 2 years. They don't add that you have to be vested in.
I mean, the only job, I think one of the few job
it's something that we have to condemn. You can't say, because I'm a student, I want to pass, I don't want my friends to. You are in school to learn. And that is why, whether you are paying, whether you are sponsoring yourself or your parents are taking care of you or whoever the sponsor is, you can't go to school and say that, lecturer, I want to. That is why you're in school. Learn.
Learn.
And there are lectures also that students will try. They do it to the guys. If I'm eyeing a certain girl and like I say there's this guy hanging around, then they fail.
So they fail the guys because maybe there's a particular student that
they are interested in and all that. And it's sad because these people, once they get accustomed to it, they are comfortable. This is what is happening in school. Once after school, they become the bosses. Right. And the cycle continues. It continues. And we have to condemn it. And I've seen a lot of stories being done or carried out. I saw one by Evelyn Tingma. I've seen quite a number of them. And it's sad. It's appalling. Yeah. Because what are we doing in this system? People say, you see, the system has to work. If I apply for a job and then I present my CV, if you think I pass, if there's any test that I have to write or anything, then I do it. Like an
aptitude test.
You see, exactly. But you tell me that, oh, come and let me. And it doesn't happen to ladies alone. It happens to guys also.
Wait, as in the female lecturers also, you know.
Even bosses, not even in school.
Not just school.
Not just school. Bosses, you're applying for a job and you hear the stories and you sit back and ask yourself, what is going on? What is going on? If you're a student, please learn. Right. Learn. If you fail, you either risk it or you find another devise a strategy to go.
No, that's your strategy.
And it's sad because, but the student doing that, it doesn't make it right. If you want to pass, if you are, it doesn't make it right.
It's not right though.
Yes,
it's not right.
It's never been right
to pass. Yeah.
Yes,
but I think it has become a norm. Something that is going on
unfortunately,
now.
Unfortunately, it has become a norm. Now, what I will want to find out for you is, what do you think? I mean, we're not men here, but what do you think will make a man want to demand such favors from women to help with a job or sex or, school grades? whatever favor that you need from a man, what do you think makes men get so comfortable to ask for such favors?
Okay, so I would say sometimes the appearance.
Appearance? Why appearance? This
Okay, so I'm in class, I go out, I go to lectures.
Yes.
And my dressing counts. Some ladies can dress so sexy, trying to like hold the teacher. And you know how men are. Men are easily attracted.
Right.
Yeah, so your dressing counts and how you react. Sometimes you get too close to your lecturer. I'm not saying you should get close to them, but it should have a limit. You are there to learn. You are there to look for a job. How can you go out there to look for a job, then you be your breasts like showing and all that?
But
okay.
let me to that. You see, what would make a man demand sex for a job? Simply because the man has no principles.
Thank you. I agree with that.
Because how can you say that? You see, and it's not just that. A lot of things we try to push it to A or B.
Or B.
It goes to men or people who rape younger ones. Some saying that your dress, how you dress and all that. Well, yes, we know you have to look decent, you have to look comfortable and all that. But you can't say that because the student has dressed a certain way, then it's attracting you, so you have to go and demand. No way. It's
basically self-constraint.
Yes, because why? The kind of we are they say we are the future leaders. Yes. Not that they say we are the future.
We are the future.
So if I'm applying for a job and my boss is asking that give me sex, when I get into that position, I will feel that it's right for me to ask sex from other people. So we should condemn it, and you can't give any reason like this. My appearance in school, my appearance at the interview will make the boss want to. Some of them just think because they are in power, they are in a position of power, then they can ask you because you are desperate. When desperation sets in, you complete school. We have a lot of young ones. Some my mates that I completed school with, some 2012, 2013, they are still home. They are trying to make ends meet. They have a lot of people depending on them. They have families to take care of, and for others that were laid off, they have families and all those things. And they are trying so hard. So when desperation sets in, I have to do something for myself. I have to make it. Then they are applying for jobs, and then a certain someone sitting somewhere says that, give me sex. Look at what I can do. If it's journalism that I'm into, can I do my work? Can I do it? Will I be efficient? Will I be able to perform my duties? If not, if you think that I'm not qualified, let me go. Tell the person you are not qualified, or probably you're on the waiting list or probation, something. But don't go and tell your subordinate or someone applying for a job that give me sex. Give me sex for what?
Exactly.
What do you want the sex for?
What do you stand to gain from it?
For pleasure.
Gifty, I want to ask you exactly. That was what I was actually coming to. That what do men gain from demanding sex before offering a lady a job? Is it just the pleasure? Is it the excitement of knowing that, oh, I can get you?
Like I said, like for pleasure.
For pleasure.
Yeah, for pleasure. Because men would want to just have sex just to make themselves feel good. Yeah, but I don't think, like, I don't know the reason why, there's a job to be given out there, because looking at the economy now, there's unemployment. There's no job anywhere. So take it as if I'm your sister coming to you to look for a job. Would you tell me you would sleep with me? Like, put yourself in my shoes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe your sister, your wife, a sibling is going out there to look for a job, and someone told her that unless I sleep with you before you give me sex, like, how would you feel?
True.
So if you know there's a job, why won't you give it to the person? If there's no job, just to the person, no, there's no job.
There's no job.
I know most of the men out there are married. Some are having the fiancés and all that. So why would you sleep with someone else before you give the person the job?
True.
Just because of pleasure. But if you have your wife out there, you can get more pleasure from your wife. If you have your fiancé, you can get more pleasure from it. So why another person?
Do you think maybe their sexual encounters at home is not as
no, you work on it.
But come on, if your sexual encounter, find a sex therapist. Why are you?
And there are so many things. I mean, they can watch a bedtime with Ajay. You know, he has a lot to teach them.
Teach your wife. Watch with your wife.
Yeah, right. What you want.
Watch with your wife
to do for you.
And
teach her.
For me, I think that most of them probably do it to show that they are the boss. They are in power.
Yeah. So
some
more
also
of the power dynamic.
Like, well, but some of them too, they think that, oh, you want it, you are desperate, you are in need, so this is what, but to put it on maybe not having something good, a beautiful home or those things is it's nothing.
We're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, I would want us to delve into the power dynamics, you know, where, you know, men feel like, okay, if I can demand this from you, it means I'm in control. We'll get into that. So for now, we'll just go for a quick break. When we come back, this is still Girl Vibes on eTV. Come back. If you just joined us, this is Girl Vibes on eTV. My name is AJ, and I'm here with Dora and Gifty. How are we feeling so far? Are we doing okay?
We're good.
We're good.
You vibing.
Tempers were heating up a little bit just before the break. You know, we had to cool you down a little bit. Yeah. So before we went on the break, we were talking about the power dynamics, where, you know, a man in charge, in position, feels like, you know what, I feel like, you know, I'm in control. I can demand for you. Need me. You're desperate. You need a job. Why do you think this is so? Why do you think this whole power dynamics come through? Is it psychological? Is it ego?
Okay, well, first off, let me start by saying that sex for jobs is not always men demanding sex from ladies or women.
Right.
It happens both ways.
Both ways.
Yes. So whoever is doing that probably, as I mentioned, ego to satisfy some
needs, some cravings.
Like to say that, oh, me too, me wa hobby. There's some like, I'm in charge, so I have to do ABC. But you know, power in itself is not negative. Right. You see how parents can influence their toddlers to do things, but the abuse of it, the abuse of power, that is what we are talking. That's what will make someone, a corrupt certain leader, to say that, give me sex before I give you job. Or a certain lecturer asking a student to come see me, let's meet, see me there, meet me there, so that we can do ABC before you pass your exam. And it's sad. And I think it's high time these people come out. Right. People come out to say it, and you have to be bold. And I'm sure some may be watching this show right now. If you can't, reach out to someone, people that you can talk to, because if we don't start naming them and dealing with the root cause, that is this,
and shaming,
it will never stop. Yes, it will never stop.
This goes out to both men and women in power who abuse their power. Yeah. All right. So if you're out there and you're watching us, you're enjoying the conversation, all you have to do to join the conversation is text us on 02022222054. 02022222054, and then you can just join Gifty and Dora and myself on the conversation. All right, now I want to ask Gifty, how can ladies prep themselves to handle them, you know, such situations when they are going to seek out for jobs?
Okay, so what I would say is, if you're going out to search for a job, you should know the reason why you're going out there. Okay. Yeah, so if you go in and you get there and they tell you there's no job, leave. Don't wait for them to tell you, unless I sleep with you before I give you the job. Yes, and if you still want that job, you can, fine. I don't need you to pay me for 3 months. Just give me a trial for 3 months. No pay.
Okay, so sort of like an internship.
Internship, and see if I am okay for the job. then that is it. If I'm not okay, then you let me go.
Right.
Yeah, but all instances like, oh, they'll tell you, let me sleep with you before I. No, it's not done. You have to be strong. You have to know you have to be bold. Know what you want.
What if the lady is in a peculiar situation where it be a kakre ni fie?
That shouldn't be the only place. The job,
but come watch me. That's what the only place. Can
I hear you? But okay. Say, what do you say? If you now, do you say office? This white collar job is what you want. Like you say, but I mean, I'm a ton now. Mama ko German, ma ko fa dry fish abreme. Ma ko chin aton na, ma ton ekutu, ma ton zomi. I work hard because when you say I wouldn't get that job at that moment.
Right.
So if you know you have a situation at home that you need to feed the family or you need to cater for yourself, there are petty business you can do. You have graduates who go to Makola or Cantonmento to pick up dresses to come and sell. There's online business out there. You can go sell pure water unless you feel boss. Like feel pompous going out there to sell, doing petty business. No, rather than you should do something. Rather being out there for them to like humiliate. Should I say humiliate?
I mean,
like no, it shouldn't be done. It shouldn't be the reason why you're going out there for the job and for your money.
All right, Dora, what do you have to add to
Prepping, nobody actually expects to meet these kind of ordeal or these situations anywhere.
True.
When you're going to apply for a job, when you're applying for a job, you don't expect these things to happen. And you see, there's other side. If you're applying for a job and probably you meet the boss and let's say he's single, you are single.
Yeah.
If you see, sometimes people meet their loved ones also in mysterious places.
I mean,
that's also there because probably that's your life partner and all that. But it shouldn't be giving me sex before I give you the job.
Right.
Those things can happen if both of you feel each other and you think that you can vibe like we are vibing now. You see, that is there. But aside that, what you can do is that first let your principles, like we all have our principles. There are no-go areas for certain people. There are limitations to whatever we do. So you know that you can't do it. Don't do it. Don't let anyone force you into doing something that you don't want, something that you are going to regret later. You say, baby and Joa, now call baby for exactly. Exactly. So you keep, and then reach out also to people. I hear a lot of NGOs, a lot of organizations, agri-businesses, people always asking for people to come for training and all those things. You can learn, as Gifty said, learning soap making, other things that, and they are giving startup income for people to, whether you're a guy or a lady, but you have to stand your grounds. Don't do it. If you don't want to do it, do not let anyone force you into giving sex before a job. If you're a student and then you feel that, you see, don't go in and tell your boss, your lecturer, that this is what I have. We all have our principles. We all have things that we do, but it's not right. That's what we are saying, that it shouldn't happen. No lecturer should demand sex from a student. No boss should demand sex from someone applying for a job or a subordinate and all that. And if you can, voice out. See a lot of TV stations and other asking people, if you are going through such ordeals, come out. Be bold. Come out and say it. Name and let's shame them.
Yeah, just like what happened in Hollywood some time back, the Me Too, where all these women came out to talk about their experiences, about how, you know, they have been sexually assaulted in some way or form, you know. Yeah, that's true. All right, so in case a lady is out there watching us right now, what are some of the things that they should do to get out of such situations?
I would say, first off, you know, when you are desperate, desperation can lead you to do a lot of things, a lot of regrettable things. So please, just relax. First off, relax. Keep your cool. Assess the situation first before you make any decision, because whatever decision that you make, know that there are going to be consequences. And whether good or bad, you are going to bear those results. So whatever decision you are taking, know that there may be good results or good outcomes. There may be negative ones. So you have to stand by your decision, because whatever happens, I may not be there, Gifty may not be there, AJ may not be there. So whatever you are deciding to do, you You have to know that there are consequences. Are there things that you'll be proud of later? Are there things that should someone see you, will you be comfortable? Right. Those things. So it boils down to the person. If you think it's too huge for you, if you think you are overwhelmed, reach out. Reach out to people. Reach out and then talk to someone. And ask. Keep asking. I know one day, your time will come. You go shine. You go shine too.
Gifty, what do you have to add to that?
Well, I just said it all. You have to reach out to people. Yeah. But I would like to also ask this, Auntie Dora, you know, reaching out to people, you can't trust everyone. You know that. So I was actually discussing the topic with someone, and I asked her, like, okay, so this is what is going on. How do I go about it? Right. Because if I should talk to someone, you know, some people can influence you. Right. Oh, yeah. It's a couple say it's a couple yeah. You know that. And also reaching out to the police too. Are they going to do something about it?
Yeah. That's a difficult
one. Well, not necessarily going to the police station or reporting to a police officer. Yeah. First, you know, we have a lot of media houses, entities that have set themselves apart to handle these things. Right. Search. Do, like, ask. Because everything in this world, I believe that can be resolved or solved by communication. Right. So speak out. If you don't, if I don't tell AJ that AJ I'm hungry, if I don't tell your producer that producer, give me some water, she might not necessarily know that yes, you are thirsty. That's what you need. So if you are in any situation, reach out. There are things that's why we no one is an island. That's why we have people around. Right. And you can't trust anyone. Of course, you can't trust anyone. But it's a peculiar issue, something that is bothering you. We have these people there. Yeah. I don't mind if you reach out to me. Why not?
I also don't mind though.
Right. Now, Gifty, I want to find out, do you think that some of these ladies or gents that go through some of these things, do you think they succumb to the pressures of it because of maybe how they were brought up or their psychological welfare, right? Say maybe if I, for instance, if I'm not confident enough in myself, if I don't have that self-awareness, if I don't love myself enough, do you think I'll be put in that position where if I need a job or something, like I would fall prey to such power dynamic?
Oh, okay. So, like you said, see, one thing I believe in is you should always love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself before loving someone else. Okay, so with that, when you love yourself, you know what you want, what will make you happy and all that. So if you should fall a victim or you should go out there to look for a job or maybe in school, lecturers want to sleep with you before they give you grades and all that, you can stand on your feet like, okay, no, I don't want to do this. I know what I want. Yes. So let them repeat you so many times. Let them sack you so many times. Like,
hey, don't let them sack you. If your lecturer says, give me sex, go and report to the dean of students.
Right. And make sure you have evidence too. I mean, we basically all have cell phones now, smartphones. Yeah. You know what to do.
Yes. And you asked something. You said, has it got to do with how they were brought up? No way. You can't blame that. Someone being irresponsible. Sorry, someone trying to show off his power. Asking you for sex, you can't blame it.
I asked that because some kids, you know, how they were brought up, tend to be timid. You understand? Personally, I am not timid. And if I should go in to seek for a job and some man or woman decides that, oh, AJ, I think before I would give you this thing, this job, I would want to do so and so with you first. Personally, I am not a timid person, and I would tell you straight to your face. I mean, we're on TV, I can't curse, but the things I would say to you at that particular moment, that's because that's the kind of personality I have. So that's where that comes in, where, you know, there are kids that are timid. You know, a kid in school would want something, maybe I want to go to the washroom, and will be too shy to ask the teacher that, sir, madam, please, I want to go to the washroom, because they are shy, they are timid. So that's why I asked.
That is why it's our responsibility first, as it's our duty as parents to train your children to be confident.
Right. So so then in this case.
But when you know that how you grew up, growing up, you didn't have that family. Yeah. You have to start. For how long are you going to sit down for and all that? For people to run over you. Some people are quiet, but it doesn't mean they are weak. Yeah. True. We have a lot of people who are very, very quiet in school. They always seem nice. They don't hurt a fly. They don't do anything to you. But believe you me, don't try them.
Probably the dangerous ones.
Don't mess with them.
like myself.
Like yourself, huh?
Myself.
Is it?
Don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. So
right.
For a student, report. Go to the dean of students. If it's a dean of students, look for the rector or someone. If it's we have a lot of media houses. Yeah. Call eTV.
Call us. Call them. We will try and help you. All right. So if you still want to join the conversation, the number to text us on is 020-2222-054. 020-2222-054. We're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, we're still here with Dora and Gifty, and we're talking about sex for jobs. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Girl Vibes with AJ. Okay, now we've been talking about sex for jobs, and Gifty and Dora have had a lot to say that I'm so happy. I've been impressed. And we do have a few of your messages here. If you haven't sent yours in yet, you can send that to 020-2222-054. 020-2222-054. Now, we have this one that says, please tell Dora Bedu. Please tell Dora Bedu, sex for job. Ghana can never stop now. That even female bosses have also gotten involved. And this is coming from Blay. Yeah. And then this one also says, good evening, girls. When we are talking about sexual abuse, we should also talk about the attitude of ladies. I know a typical example when this lady initiated everything and then later came out to shame the man of forcing her to do blah, blah, blah. And mind you, many ladies who sleep around for grades and jobs are slave queens who are used to these kind of things already. And this is also coming from Ahmed. Now, when we go onto our Facebook page, we have one from Nana Edubuafo Jr. saying that sometimes it is not about being timid or stronger. Sometimes you don't have a choice. We also have one from Joseph A. Blay saying, Dora Bedu is my favorite. Mommy, love her pass. I told you got fans tonight. Yeah, and we have more. This one says, this is coming from Fred Topsman saying, killer students. And then we have Kostiv Asari Moses also saying that so far as we have bad students, we have bad lecturers. So yes, if you're out there and you also want to join this conversation, the number to text us on is 020-2222-054, or you can join the conversation on Facebook via eTVGhana. All right, we're live on Facebook as well. All right, so moving on. Would you say that society has accepted and made this act a norm?
We are the society. Oh.
We are the society.
Yeah. We are the society. You see, when you do things over a period of time, it becomes a norm. Right. The same way when you lie for a period of time, you tend to be a liar. And people believe those lies, the lies being told and all that. And someone mentioned that same with student and slave queens and those things, and it can't even stop in Ghana. But you know, every change starts with you and I. Right. Wherever you are.
The man in the mirror, the man or woman in the mirror.
Exactly. In your own corner, you can do something about it. And that is if you're a boss, if you're a teacher, if you're a teaching assistant, you don't do that. And it will go a long way to save a generation of guys or ladies who might have been affected, who might have fallen prey to these things. Right. And for our society, yes, because we accept a lot of things. We normalize a lot of things. True. We normalize men, people in power, not just men, people in power to boss around.
They tend to get away with a lot of things
and all that. And for people, and it's not just those in power or the lecturers. That's why I mentioned that students, people looking for job, you don't go, because some of them to give it to those applying for jobs. Yeah. You go there and you are behaving all sassy or slayish. You want to show that some people are looking for people with prospects. They are looking for people who can actually deliver, not people who are going to show them that this is the styles that I can do. And and so it's very important for us. We make the society. So if you want to change these things, it has to start from us. So when I'm going to apply for a job and the boss or the one in charge is asking for it, I won't give. If if it's serious, if it leads to harassment, I'm reporting, I'm naming, I'm doing all those things. If I'm a student, I'm not going to ask my teacher to uplift. As someone said, I read on Facebook, someone said, Madam, please, can you uplift my grades? And someone gets a B and said, I wasn't expecting B, I was expecting an A. So can you do something about it and all that? So you should also check yourself. And someone said, being timid or falling prey to this is they have no choice. In this life we have choice. No matter what. That's why Sarkodie did a song, Choices. we have a choice. If you want to do A, you have a choice. If you want to do B, you have a choice. You chose to be here, so you can't say that if something goes wrong, you are out. It's your choice, and that's why I said, whatever decision that you make, be prepared to accept every outcome, every result,
all the consequences that come with it. Gifty.
Okay, so she has said it all.
Yeah.
So we are the society and we need to make a change.
Yeah.
So if I should go out to look for a job and you tell me, unless I lay you on the bed before you give me the job, I have to stand on my feet and be like, no,
and then you just leave.
I leave.
Right.
That's all.
Now, what I want to find out from you is that what effect can this act have on a person who gives in to such demands?
Okay, so the effect, to a person who gives in to this demands, sometimes, I gave in the sex because I need a job. I start working with you. Do you know it's going to continue?
It's most
so the moment I refuse I refuse not to give you sex that particular time, then that means I might lose my job, or you're going to find something just to get angry at me, or just to make me feel uncomfortable at the workplace.
They would literally suffocate your life at the workplace.
So the victim is going to be uncomfortable. You might either lose your job.
But to add to that, what I think is that the effect it's not going to stop. When you start, it's the same as, that's why I say human beings, and these are insatiable. You want to get a phone, you get an iPhone. I buy AJ an iPhone. AJ will tell me that I want to get a car.
I'm tired of the X right now. I need a 12 Pro.
Exactly. You get a phone, you want a house. If you get a house, you want a car. If you get a car, I want a jet. I want mansions. And these are insatiable. So it's it applies to this.
It applies to this as well.
For how long? Because you see, you're the one in charge. You slept with you before giving you the job, and then you are climbing the ladder. As you are climbing, there will be same people like that to ask for the same request, make the same request. So you have to cut it.
So how do you think it would affect their relationship as boss and employee?
A lot. One, performance. Because I know I've given in to your demands, even how I perform. Yes, and psychologically, some people after doing that can't bear. They can't even have it. Like it has a lot of this psychological effect on them. And then even their self-worth,
the self-esteem,
and those things.
So low.
Yes. And you see, when you see you feel shy and those things, depression, all those things can set in. And for the one doing it, one demanding it, you now, it will hit you one day. And I'm glad that most offices have started having this sexual harassment training and all that. Right. My office, we've done that training, and a lot of offices, so it's good. Right. When you have an office setting or any company institution, let your people know that this is a no-go area.
This is a no-go area.
Don't do this and all that. And people should be penalized.
Don't take advantage of your employees. People.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Don't take
advantage
of your employees.
Don't go seducing your bosses too.
I agree with you.
Okay, sure.
All right, Gifty. So, what do you think we can do to, you know, curb these things from happening? How do we curtail all these situations from happening to our sisters and our brothers who go through such predicaments?
So, to my opinion, I think if you're going out there to look for a job and you find yourself in that circumstance, you need to talk to someone. Yeah, you should have someone you can talk to, because you can't do everything on your own. Like, at least you might need 1 or 2 advices from people. Right. And also, if you are being forced to do that, like, you should report the person.
Report the person.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to drop the phone lines for you to be able to call in and then join us on the show. This is Girl Vibes. We'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, so the phone lines to call us on is 0555 657278, 0555 657278. Now, before I come to you ladies, I have a message here that says, this is coming from Angela Ankuma, and she's saying, this desperate behavior could suggest to employers you are not worth the position and unprofessional. This will come back to bite you. Your moral position not to do that raises your level of firmness and dignity. Bosses respect such persons. All right, now, when I go over to my phone lines, this one says, it's an interesting topic, but what is missing is the male presence. I understand it's the females who are almost always at the receiving end, but a male panelist should have been included to hear the male perspective. And this is coming from Alvin Sparks from Ashoman Estate. Alvin, girl vibes. that's all I have to say. Girl vibes.
That's a girl shoe.
All right. This one says, Gifty is my younger sister. I'm so proud of her. Good evening. Sex for job and others is not the right thing. Just be principled. And this is coming from MFA from Ajin Kotoku.
Yes. My big sis.
That's your big sister.
Yeah.
Angela is also my big sister. All right, we've got more messages here. This one says, great show. Tell Gifty that Equia Gold is watching. Madam Gloria, her name is Dora. I believe it's fine to preach change, but the reality still holds. The people before us couldn't change this. What more can we do? I believe we can only stand by our morals and principles. And we have our first caller on the line. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well by God's grace. And you?
I'm doing great as well. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Okay, this is Amos calling from Tamale.
Okay, Amos, go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah. When it comes to this issue, I think sometimes it's not even the male bosses that initiate those things.
Right.
There are actually ladies who uses that as a privilege in order to get favors from the male bosses. So they go ahead to initiate it.
Right. So it's definitely not one-sided.
Yeah, it's not one-sided. Okay. I've encountered something like that, and it's just so, in fact, so serious that even in the NGO side that you think these are the people fighting against those things.
Yeah.
Things like that are also happening there.
Amos, so what I want to find out is how did you react to it, and also, you know, any advice for people out there who end up in such situations?
You see, when you are looking for a job, sometimes your dignity as a person counts a lot. Yeah. So you should just be a responsible citizen. Know that, Charlie, I'm stamping on my grounds. You don't have to give yourself out in order to get a job.
True.
If you have merited the job, you have merited it, and they should award it based on the merit.
Right. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Amos. We appreciate your call. All right, so Gifty, let me come to you. Do you have any final words?
Okay, so we've actually said it all. So what I would say is, as a lady, you should be able to stand firm on your feet. Know what you want. Yeah, it shouldn't be the white collar job. No, you can also do other things. And also, when you find yourself as a victim, you should have someone you can talk to. Yeah.
Okay. What about yours?
Okay. I want to say that it happens both ways.
Yes.
Men, women, guys, girls, it happens both ways. But morals, your principles, you have to stand by them. And the change that we are preaching, it starts with you and I.
Right.
We can't fold our arms, sit somewhere and expect someone to...
It has been done, so it should continue going on. You can start ending it from yourself.
You have to stand your grounds. This is a no-go area. You see, when you're applying for a job and then you allow these things to set in, your dignity, the respect, even the job, the focus that you need to do it, you cannot. So please, let's stand our grounds.
Right.
If there is any situation that you need people, reach out and talk to people.
Okay.
And don't kill yourself.
All right. Don't kill yourself, as Dora says. Listen, that's life. You can't come and kill yourself. Find something to do. Find a vocation. It's not always white-collar jobs that you need to do. All right. Now this show is brought to you by Cheesy Pizza, and we do have vouchers for both of you to go to Cheesy Pizza and then get yourself and your family something. Right.
Thank you.
So yes, a big thank you to Cheesy Pizza. So when you think pizza, think no further than Cheesy Pizza. Buy one, get one free every day at the Osu branch. And you can call us on 050-253-3397. I'll mention the number again, 050-253-3397. This has been your favorite show, Girl Vibes. My name is AJ, and we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in tonight. Have a lovely evening, and stay blessed.